Hello all, welcome to our channel Way to Know. So in this video we will talk about the most buzzing board right now, which is Arduino Uno. We have it in hand and we'll be talking about the components on the board in this video. You can say the basic introduction of the board. So as you see here, this particular board, so the core of this board is QRB2210 Qualcomm chip. So this is a processor which actually helps us combine the processing capability of a processor, application processor, along with the MCU. So this Arduino Uno is a next level step in the processing capability of Arduino series of boards. So till this board we did not have any board which has such processing capability. So this particular board has the Qualcomm processor, and then if you turn the board backside, if you see here, this is a STM32 chip. So it combines an application processor with a MCU to give us a Linux capability, and this supports Debian Linux and MCU with normal application programming. So the way we do the Arduino programming is handled by the STM chip, which actually extends the signals to the Arduino compatible connectors. You see here, the connectors on the top are Arduino pin compatible connectors. So the shields, which are all can be used with Arduino, can be used with this board as well. And the beauty of this board are the high-speed interfaces. Like if you see the back side of the board, there are two connectors. These are high-speed connectors which actually can carry the MIPI interfaces like MIPI DSI, MIPI CSI, audio interfaces, and the normal digital interfaces like the SPI and all. So all these interfaces are supported by these high-speed connectors on the background. So again, you can design your own plug-in boards using these connectors. And then if you go to the top, so this board, unlike the other single board computers in the market, you don't need a SD card. The board itself has an eMMC, which is, if I'm correct, it is around 16 GB of eMMC that is present on this board, so which is sufficient enough. And then this board comes in two variants. So when you are buying a board, ensure that if you are looking for high processing capability, ensure that you buy the 4 GB RAM board. Right now we have in hand is the 2 GB LPDDR4 RAM. Okay, so this is, as we said, is a 2 GB variant. And then the USB Type-C. So on all the boards in the current market where they use USB Type-C, this particular board, apart from the power and the USB signals, there are display signals that are routed over the USB. For this, there is a bridge here. You can see here. So the MIPI DSI signals are converted into USB signals by that particular bridge, and you have the display signals connected out. And on the board, you have the wireless module. So this helps us connect it to the cloud. So this particular board is intended to be used for AA at the edge with the AA and ML applications. And if you want to connect to the remote, you can use this the wireless capability, which has Wi-Fi 5 and dual band support and Bluetooth 5.1 as well. So as like the Arduino Uno R4 board, you also have the LED matrix. Okay, and if you turn this side, and we also talked about the eMMC support, right? And you see the board, the board looks awesome actually. Okay, the shine, the bow, and the quality of the board looks good. And you can also use any of the Arduino shields that we use with this connector. So the microcontroller pins or the microcontroller generic interfaces like the SPI, I2C, UART, GPIOs, all these are extended over these particular connectors, and any of the Arduino Uno shields that are there can be used with this particular board. And this particular board supports Zephyr OS on the STM32. Okay, so that means one side you are having the Linux capability and the other side you are having the RTOS capability as well. And both these chips, the Qualcomm chip and the STM32 chip, communicate over a specific using a specific library. So we will talk about the app lab later, which is IDE specifically for this board. We will reserve another video for that. And then let us continue all the features. And this particular connector you see is a quick connector which has I2C interface, and you can connect any external sensors. And apart from this, you have this particular USB which supports power up to 5 volts 3 amps. So that means you can have the high power supported over this. Definitely 15 watt is a good amount of power, right? Which must be sufficient to handle high power required applications. The displays, the cameras, all these can be handled, right? And apart from this, this particular board has onboard regulator PMIC interface, which generates the required power sequencing and power rails for the Qualcomm chip. The Qualcomm chip QRP2210 works on 1.8 volt, whereas the STM32 works on the 3.3. So both of them definitely require a level translator right in between, which if you know about Arduino R4, where the ESP32 and the Renesas microcontroller had the level translator. So similar things here, and you can use this to do numerous applications, right? The robotics applications, AML at the edge, or any kind of home automation applications. There are endless applications because we are combining the basic MCU features and the processor features. So we will talk in detail about the IDE, the way to use the board, and we will also explore the different applications that are given in the Arduino website, especially all the classification, regression, AI examples that are there. We will try hands-on. Please post if you have any questions. If you already had hands-on and have your thoughts already on the board, please post in the comments. Thank you.